So if it's the VP of marketing we're talking to and they need to run it up to the CMO or the CEO, send them a either pre or post sale, highly customized deck. They can share it around. Like a lot of the times we do these decks now and send to folks, the number one response I surprisingly get is like, oh, I was going to have to actually do that myself so I could show the rest of my team, or I could show it to our decision maker or a buyer, or actually legal needs something for like procurement. So a lot of times it will actually, not only does it look a lot better, it feels a lot better, it's more customized to them. It will save your buyer a step. And so obviously, if you think about those implications, you want to make your buying process as easy as possible. And so now we like live and breathe by doing these decks. Again, probably takes like 10 or so minutes to make one, just depending on how customized you want to get with it. And then it'll spit it out instantly. The other thing I've done is I've used it for like our internal docs or docs I share with like certain VIP groups at SaaStr. So like past sponsors, past attendees. If I want to make something, we don't have a full-time in-house designer. I just do it now in Gamma. I uploaded our brand guidelines. I said, here's our guidelines, here's our colors, here's our logo. Give me something that I can just, use in 60 seconds to pass around because I already have all the content I need for this. So that's where it's been, again, highly well received when we send these because it saves folks a step and also just super easy to use. Like it is as easy as Gamma to use a Gamma. Last ones we've added, I bring them to my attention because they're good partners of SaaStr's, but they help us do automation and we use Salesforce. So specifically in Salesforce, it will analyze all of our sales calls automatically. So now I just get a Slack. There's some setup there, right? It's not just going to be like, okay, David had a call with XYZ company. Here's the summary of the call. It does do that, but we've also tuned it on. There are certain things I want it to say. So I always want it to do next steps, which you'll see in the screenshot. I always wanted to do, were there any objections? What help does either the person or does David need to get the deal to the next step? It will automatically attach the contacts to an opportunity. So we're really bad at doing this. Your sales team is probably bad at doing this too, right? Like we put a lot of accounts in Salesforce. Sometimes we forget to put the actual individual contact. It will just create the contacts for you when you have the call. Then you go back into Salesforce, already there. You don't have to do anything. For us, we've also set it so that it will change our stage. So if this is a first step call, which is for us, it's like a 0.5 step in Salesforce, it will move them to step 1, like meeting held, anytime the meeting has been held, and then it's over. So for us, it's just nice because I have spent the last, I don't know how many years pulling my teeth trying to get our sales reps to put things into Salesforce. So now instead of pestering them all day to do it, and they just doesn't. So they do have to hook it up to Salesforce. It does give me reports on like how much activity they've had in the week, how many calls, action items, red steps. It also has some, like both of them have really good AI where you can automate like the next steps if you wanted to with the AI. But again, there's a lot it does here, even though maybe it seems simple to you guys, there's a lot it does behind the scenes, similar to like a qualified where it knows these accounts, right? It's hooked up to your Salesforce data. It knows how the call went. It automatically push all the notes, right? Like we didn't have any call notes in our Salesforce prior to this. Like we just had like loose information. Like if there was a close one deal, it was in Salesforce. Otherwise, it's pretty much not in there, which means it did not exist. Part of this too is like just other learning on it of doing like an AI RevOps tool is forever starting from when we implemented this. Now we have great Salesforce data, right?